All right, so the agenda for today, we'll go through a little preview of what BAT is. I have a demo with a fake dog, and then all of the rest of our demos will be in the afternoon with the real dogs. I'll cover some history and science, talk about body language, what to look for, and then get into the meat of it, which is about aggression and fear and how we can use BAT for that. And then finally, we'll talk about how you can use BAT for other behaviors or use the kind of BAT-like approach with other behaviors. So we'll start with the preview of BAT, and I'll do a demonstration with my fake dog. So my fake dog is afraid of people. He's very nervous. And basically what we'll do is I'll approach to a point where he's comfortable. I'll have a volunteer come up and be my neutral person. I'll pinpoint that behavior with a verbal marker, so I'll wait for them to do something right, pinpoint that with a verbal marker, and then I'll walk Goldie away as a reward. So who is first thing in the morning brave volunteer? Yes, all right, come on up. Gail will help us. All right, so, and actually let's have you here. And my nervous dog will be here. All right, so basically I want my dog to stay sub-threshold the whole time. So if he's feeling nervous, then we might back him away a bit if we're getting any barking or lunging or anything like that. So this will be right there will be my approach line. So I'm walking up. Goldie notices the scary person, and then I just wait, okay? And with Goldie, it's gonna take a very long time. But that's okay. So let's fake it. All right, so normally you would let the dog choose on their own. I'm gonna choose for Goldie. So eventually they turn. Yes, good job, let's go. And usually what you see as this happens is that the tail goes, woohoo, we're leaving. So that's the gist of BAT. All right, so quietly, because we have decoy dogs or demo dogs in the room, we'll clap for Gail. And so let's say that my dog Goldie had freaked out instead. So we were walking over and we were too close. And Goldie said, ah, and started barking or whatever. Or I even just see tall dog, right? So we're starting to kind of square off. Then I might interrupt, okay? I don't want Goldie to practice the reactive behavior. So as soon as it starts to happen, maybe get the dog back. And then usually you just need to go back like 4 or 5 feet, give them a chance to do it again, and then they can succeed. So we abort at that distance, come back to a previous distance where they can be successful, then they are able to offer the correct behavior. Some dogs we need to do it 3 or 4 times because they need to be really far away. If that happens once, so if you find that you're retreating, nope, we got another bark, retreating, got another bark, then next time you have to retreat, just go further because you just assume that that dog might need more distance to be able to relax. The reason we're only going a short distance is because I want it to be minimally reinforcing. So if they did bark and I'm trying to get them away, I don't want to take them all the way to the full reward of safety, just enough where they can sort of reboot, okay, get their brain plugged back in again. All right. Anyway, so confidence changes with their ability to control the environment. As they get less control, their confidence, so less control, their confidence goes down. More control, their confidence goes up. And that's, to me, why I think a lot of dogs are reactive only on leash, because they don't have control when they're on leash. They get that control back by barking, lunging, acting scary, okay? The trainer can also add bonus rewards after the functional reward, and I'll talk about when that's most appropriate as well. So this is a little video. What's the puppy's functional reward? What? It was petted, yep. Even if that petting was sort of like, it'd leave me alone, the first bit was kind of fun, and then pushing him down. And even if he was just pushing down, guess what play looks like for dogs? Kind of like pushing. So that's the functional reward, and that means that that behavior will survive as long as he's getting that functional reward. So, and again, remember, everybody has veto power. So if you see any loose leashes or craziness, let me know. Also, Mariah has spray shield in case bad things happen. Okay, that's what we do. In a second, I'm going to have you bring Kamani to here. We'll wait for Bolt's good behavior, and then you're both going to walk away. And then we'll bring you back as a reset, and then we'll do a do-over. Okay, so we'll bring Kaimani over. And so your job is just going to be looking for the look away, and then you'll walk away. Stop there. Yes. Yay. Good. Both walking away. all the way off stage, okay? Just as an aside, I had a client who had territorial issues with his dog and did stage 2 BAT, so the one where you click and you give a treat after you walk away. So he did that on all of his walks, and he found that his leash walking had improved like 100-fold. He was really happy about that. So it also was helping with the reactivity at the house. But even if they're not perfect at their leash walking, they can become much better using BAT as well. It's just a side effect. And go ahead. Yes. Good. Yes.
I just wanted to follow up on the ideal frequency, say following a session like this, what it works really well in terms of continued progress in the training, and whether I think there's some, he's getting customized to that other dog's presence, and would you start to work in a different dog maybe in the same session?
You could do a different dog in the same session. I've mostly, just because of efficiency, like it's hard to just get one dog even, I've mostly just done one dog per session. But definitely you could be working two. It depends on the dog. Your dog is pretty, he's a hard worker, so you could probably do a long enough session that you could get two dogs, and or if you had already worked with Kaimani and he was mostly fine with Kaimani, then you could do Kaimani and then another dog, and then maybe those two together if you had experience with, if you had met both of those dogs in a previous session. In terms of frequency, that's a good question. That you didn't maybe even ask, was the about every other day would be like, if I was queen of the universe, I would make you train every other day.